Bill Maher trolls Kamala Harris over her book. It should have been called Everyone Sucks But Me. Bill Maher slammed Kamala Harris for not taking responsibility for her loss to Donald Trump in the 2024 election. In the latest episode of his HBO show, the liberal comic went in on the former vice president's book, 107 Days, named for her historically short presidential campaign. Kamala Harris's new memoir of the 24 election is called 107 Days, Maher said. But it should have been called Everyone Sucks But Me. 107 Days is a victim's title, because get it, she only had 107 days to win. Yeah, and $1.5 billion, and a built-in army of about 75 million people who'd vote for any human-adjacent life form that wasn't Trump, he continued. He also pointed out that she heaps blame on former President Joe Biden for not dropping out of the race soon enough. The then 81-year-old made the official call to step aside on July 21, 2024, and Harris was named the Democratic nominee just over 2 weeks later on August 5. Maher also joked about a passage in Harris's book that accused California Governor Gavin Newsom of not answering her call when she was asking for her endorsement. Newsom texted back, "Hiking. We'll call back." According to Harris, he never did. Bill Maher pulled no punches on Kamala Harris, roasting her for her book, 107 Days, which chronicles the historically short time she had to mount a presidential campaign after Joe Biden dropped out in July 2024. Maher listed a number of grievances Harris laid out, including blaming California Governor Gavin Newsom for not calling her back fast enough to give his endorsement. Gavin Newsom. He was asked for his endorsement, but texted, "Hiking. We'll call back." But then never did. And then he didn't even ask her to prom, Maher said. Of course, Newsom did end up endorsing Harris later on that day and explained that he didn't realize it was Harris calling him. Maher then tackled the controversy that was Harris not picking Pete Buttigieg as her running mate because he is gay, and that would have been asking a lot of America. America itself, lets Kamala down by not being ready for the running mate she really wanted, Pete Buttigieg. So she's stuck with the Home Depot paint salesman, and the rest is her story. Poor Kamala, Maher said, referring to her ultimate choice, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. We made her the star of a rom-com and didn't even give her a gay best friend, he added. Kamala writes that on election night, when it was clear she'd lost, an aide peeled the words, "Madam President," off the cupcakes before handing them out. Oh geez. That's like a scene from Bridget Jones Runs for President, for Christ's sake, he said. Harris did find fault with herself on her messaging, or lack thereof, on the issue of whether transgender athletes should be allowed to play in female sports. In the book, she appeared to acknowledge that her lack of a clear message on trans issues allowed Trump to define her however he wanted, even conceding that the ads he ran amounted to a winning message. I agree with the concerns expressed by parents and players that we have to take into account biological factors such as muscle mass and unfair student athletic advantage when we determine who plays on which teams, especially in contact sports, she wrote in the book. With goodwill and common sense, I believe we can come up with ways to do this, without vilifying and demonizing children, she added. Still, Harris claimed Trump and the Republicans misrepresented her position on youth sports by running an ad campaign last fall with the tagline "Kamala is for they / them. I am for you." Her rhetorical pivot comes after many national Democrats, including Newsom, have said it is unfair for trans girls to play high school sports.